Hey there, welcome to Be Unmessable with the podcast. I'm Josselyne Herman-Saccio, your host, and today is my tip of the week, my turbo tip of the week, and I want to talk to you about detoxing. No, I don't mean from alcohol and drugs, although if that's something you're dealing with, by all means, map it on to that. I'm talking about digital detoxing. And this is something that almost for some people occurs worse than having to give up drugs and alcohol because we are so addicted to our phones and our computers and our gadgets and apps and pings and pongs. And it is wreaking havoc on our nervous systems. Whether you realize it or not, your attention span is being impacted, your peace of mind, your nervous system, your sense of calm, your sense of relaxation is all impacted by all these digital devices and apps that we use. So I have a friend, she's a sleep expert. She's, very much a proponent of wearing wearables like Aura rings or Whoop bands to track your HRV and how you slept. And I started to use it, right? And so after a couple of weeks, I realized I was like relying on this data from this gadget to tell me what kind of day I was going to have. I would wake up in the morning, literally feel fine, look at my sleep score and be like, ooh, I didn't sleep well. I guess I don't feel that well. I better spend time restoring today. And it started to stress me out. So I said to her, I go, I love you. I love the work you do, but I am flipping out. Like, cause every time I read this thing, it's like, it's telling me how I'm supposed to feel. And it's causing me more stress because now I'm worried about that my HRV isn't what it should be and all of, so it's giving me more things to think about. And she said, do a digital detox for a while. Don't wear it for a few weeks and see what happens. So I did. And then I started thinking about all the other things that I am just automatically using, like going on Instagram or Facebook or, checking my email in the middle of the night when I wake up at 2 or 3 in the morning. So I started to investigate what would it be if I had a digital detox from a certain time at night till a certain time in the morning. So I didn't pick up my phone. I didn't use an app. I didn't, go to check my email in the middle of the night. And it was remarkable. I have to tell you, my blood pressure went down. I started feeling more peace of mind. I was able to actually just be in the moment instead of thinking about what there was to do and handle in the next moment and the next moment. So I am highly recommending a digital detox. Now, you don't have to go crazy with this, but the first step that I would recommend is having a point of the day, a certain time at night where you just get rid of your phone. You just get rid of your computer. You're not going to be using those gadgets, right? So it could be 10 o'clock at night, maybe it's 9 o'clock, maybe it's 11 o'clock, but don't have your phone in your room. I don't know if you're like me, but my phone is my alarm clock. So it's right next to my bed. So if I wake up, I go to look at my phone. It's like automatic. So having your phone in another room makes a big difference. Now, you could say, well, how am I going to wake up? You're going to have to get an alarm clock. I know they're like $10 at the drugstore, but you can get a regular alarm clock and have that be your wake up alarm clock. Then the second piece that I would recommend putting into this digital detox recipe is when you wake up in the morning, having a certain amount of time before you check all your apps, your social media, your emails. So whether it's 15 minutes or it's an hour or it's 3 hours, whatever you can make work, set a specific amount of time before you start engaging with all the different modes of communication that we all have. We're so connected in this world at this time. It seems like we're connected, but honestly it is having an opposite effect for a lot of people and disconnecting them from their own self, from being able to be in the moment, from being able to regulate your nervous system and actually have a sense of calm and a sense of creation and a sense of peace of mind. So if you're interested in amping up your peace of mind and your sense of tranquility and calm and beingness, then I recommend a digital detox. And please let me know what you discover and let me know what you try out. I would love to have some more ideas of how to do this and different ways that work for you. So make sure to email me. My email is in the show notes. I respond to every single email. And please review and rate this episode. It makes a big difference when you review and rate an episode, and share it with anybody that you think would benefit from a digital detox experiment. Do it for 2 weeks and see how it goes. Let me know what you discover. All right. See you on the next episode of Be Unmessable with the podcast. Thanks for joining me in this episode of Be Unmessable with the podcast. And as you know, I always like to make sure that you got value out of being with me. So I am offering you an additional free gift, which is how to have an unmessable with day. I have put together a checklist of 5 daily practices that you can begin to exercise the muscle of being unmessable with if you do these 5 things every day. So click in the show notes and make sure you download this free checklist of the basics of being unmessable with 5 daily practices. We'll see you on the next episode. And please, if you can take a moment and just rate and review the episode, it makes a huge difference on all the podcast platforms. So if you could do that, I would deeply appreciate it. All right. See you on the next one.